Let me wait for people to come on. Hi, hi. You're welcome. Hi, Emmanuel. You're welcome. Let's just wait for a few persons to join. So today I'm going to talk about how I was able to transition from a fashion designer to a data analyst. So if you want to hear the whole story, you have to stay tuned to the end of this live stream. So let's just wait for a few more persons to join. Okay, I'm also excited to share my story. Yeah, I'm excited too. You're welcome. So today we are going to talk about how I was able to transition to a data analyst from a fashion designer. All right, I know you guys are excited to hear my story. All right, so I guess let's just begin then. So I was into fashion designing. I think I went into fashion designing because I liked creating something by myself. Like I liked creating things with my own hands, and I was always very happy to create something with my own hands. And I liked the idea of being able to make my own dresses, being able to make my own clothes, right? And then I said, okay, let me learn fashion design. And that period, I was looking for a skill to learn, right? I was looking for a skill to learn. So I knew that I didn't want the lifestyle of 9 to 5. I wanted a job that is more flexible, that I have control of my time. So I was thinking, okay, what should I learn? What am I interested in? And at that point, I was like, okay, the only interest I had at that point was fashion designing. So I said, okay, let me learn it. So I started learning fashion designing, and when I was done, I think I learned it for around 3 to 4 months. It was not a full it was not a full course. Fashion designing takes up to like 6 months to learn, or even sometimes 1 year. But I spent like 3 months, so I wasn't so good. But I had to go back to school. I was in school then, so I think it was we had strike that period. So I started to learn a skill. So I learned fashion designing, and after that I went back to school. And also one of the reasons why I learned it was because I wanted to learn something that I can be using to make money while in school. So I did just want to depend on my parents' money and everything. So I learned fashion designing, and I said, making dresses for people. It was a lot of struggle. Like I struggled with it a lot because I found out that it wasn't what I wanted to do. I found out that I enjoyed making dresses for myself, but not really for others, right? There was a lot of pressure. I wasn't enjoying the process, and I couldn't see a future in it. I couldn't see a future in it. And sometimes I'll ask myself, okay, what do I plan on doing with this skill? Like I couldn't see a future. There's you should always see a future in something. Like let's say now you are learning data analysis, you should be able to see a future. You should be able to have something in mind you want to do with it. You should be able to have something you want to build with it, right? You should be able to see, okay, by next 3 years I should be in so. Maybe I should have a steady job. Maybe if you want to work as a remote data analyst, you can be like, okay, by 3 years time or 2 years time I should have a steady data analyst job that's paying me maybe $1,000 in a week, according to your goals, right? You should see something. You should have a vision for whatever you are doing. But I didn't have any vision. I couldn't think of anything at all. I couldn't think of anything at all. So it was a struggle for me. So I just had to keep trying and everything. So it got to a point I was like, I can't continue like this. I don't think I can live my life making clothes for people. I don't enjoy it. I know they say you shouldn't do what you enjoy. You should do what gets makes money for you. That's what they say, which is true. You should do what makes money for you, right? And when you're able to get the money, you cannot have the time to do whatever you enjoy. But then I wasn't just happy. One of the reasons why I didn't want to continue because I couldn't see a future. I just couldn't see a future with what I was doing. So I needed something else. And during that period, I was just, going social media and everything. I heard about data analysis. So I was like, okay, I did some research on it. Like, wow, this is something I like to do because I was naturally inquisitive, right? I was naturally observant, and and I'm the kind of person that I like analyzing things. Like you say one word, and I'll like literally analyze that word. Like I will do a lot of connections with it and everything. Hi, Dika. So I will do a lot of connection with your words and everything. So I was naturally someone that like analyzing things, and not just words, not just conversation. I just liked analyzing things that happen. Maybe if a situation happened, I would think deep about that situation. I'll be like, what might have caused this thing? I would like think and think and think and try to. Oh, you speak Arabic. Oh, I speak English. I speak English. So, like, I'll think and think and think of why this or that happened, right? So, I learn a lot. I learned a lot, and I'm still learning a lot. And I still learn a lot by observation. So, I just observe things, observe people, and I make conclusions with it by analyzing the whole situation. I get to learn, okay, this is what causes this. So I noticed I had that natural, tendency. And well, data analysis, I picked interest in it. So I was looking for a way to learn it. I was looking for a way to learn it. I was seeing a lot of courses out there, but they were a lot. They were so expensive. Dika, I'm from Nigeria, West Africa. So I just, all the courses I was seeing out there were just a lot. They were so expensive, so I couldn't afford it. I was still in school. So I was just looking out for, what to do. I was telling everybody around me, oh, I want to learn data analysis. I met a friend that got a job, this maybe government job that they just get, someone just got a government job, just gather people to help them do the job. She got the job. They were able to manage data, and they were able to do data entry. So, and she was like, wow, they paid us a lot of money doing this. I was like, wow, this is what I want to learn. I really want to learn this. I didn't know how to go about it. Then one fateful day, okay, Dikaya from Algeria. You're an Algerian. Okay, nice meeting you. So yeah, so one Facebook that was scrolling on Instagram, and I saw his post by one tech firm called Tech for Dave. So they were doing a free boot camp. That like different tech skills. They were doing a free boot camp, and data analysis was part of it. And then I was like, wow, this is nice. I would like to, get a scholarship. So because I couldn't afford the courses, the price of the courses I was seeing out there. So I applied for the scholarship, guys. I did all the tests, answered all the questions, and I would love to do what you're doing online. Okay. Again, all right. What exactly do you mean? What I'm doing online? Is it like you love to learn data analysis, or you love to do live broadcast? What exactly do you mean by you love to do what I'm doing? So yeah, so I did all the tests. I applied for the scholarship. A lot of people applied for this scholarship, like they got a lot of offers, but I was very sincere in my application, and I prayed about it also. I prayed and prayed. I said, God, please, I want this scholarship, and that was how I was able to get the scholarship, and that was how my journey began. So that was how I began learning data analysis. So after the boot camp was just for Power BI and Excel. So after the boot camp, I was so excited, like, okay, I'm now a data analyst. I'm now a data analyst and everything. I didn't know that. I didn't know that I've not even started. Like, I didn't know that was. I haven't even started like or the teaching and content aspects. Okay, Agan, I don't know if are you in my community? Are you in my community? My team data community. Are you there? If you're not there, just go to my last video on YouTube. You're going to see a link to my community. You can chat me up and let's talk privately about that. So yeah, so I felt like I was ready. Okay, I'm a community. Okay. Oh, treasure, you like to join? Let's see. Okay, yes. Please just go to my channel. The last video, I usually put the link to my community in my description. So you can just click on it and join my data analysis community. Then Agan, you can chat me up on WhatsApp so we can talk about that. So I felt like after the boot camp, that's after the scholarship, I was so excited. I thought that I'm finally become a data analyst. So I already had a tech firm in mind that I wanted to apply for an internship because I knew myself very well. I knew that if I was to stay home, like if I was to stay, I think that period was when I just finished schooling. I just did my final defense, project defense. That's for the Nigerians, they will understand. My final defense, right? I just finished school that period and I learned and I got the scholarship. It was when I was done with school I got the scholarship. So after the scholarship, I already had a tech firm in mind that I wanted to, intern with them. So as I was done with the scholarship, I was like, oh God, I'm so excited. I want to start working now. So I went to the tech firm. I told them I went to apply for the internship. Oh, fortunately for me, they were actually looking for interns. So I went to apply. And I told them I'm a data analyst, clinical. Oh my God, that's so funny. Like I didn't even know a lot of things then, and I haven't even done a lot of projects on my own. But I was so passionate about it, and I was so eager, like so passionate. I didn't even know anything. Like I've not even practiced so well at all. I just went there. I admire my courage. I really do. So when I went there, they were like, "Oh, they're not looking for data analyst in 10, so they're not. It's okay, but let them just take me and see what I can do." I said, "Okay, no problem." So I was taken as an intern. So after that, there wasn't much for me to do there. Right? It was a tech school that teaches yes, it was a tech school that teaches tech skills and they also teach data analysis. So they teach, right? Even though they also give out they also get project, like they get people to they can do services for, maybe they build websites for people, mobile apps for people and all that, but they've not really gotten or they've not really focused in that data analysis aspect. So they didn't really have anything for me to do. But it was as some time as time passes. Yeah, thank you, treasure. That was very brave. I was just so passionate. Like I was just so passionate. Like that was how I knew that this field was for me because I could see a future in it. I had a lot of dreams. I had where I wanted to be, how I wanted. And when I started, I didn't really have that. The money was not my drive. My drive was like getting to know this thing very well. I wanted to be good at what I do, right? So I wanted to do all I can do just to be very good at it, right? So my drive wasn't money. I had to sit myself down and talk to myself. I'm like I've done a lot of things. I've done a lot of businesses. I've done so many things, and my drive there was just to make money, right? But I knew that if I really want to excel in something, I shouldn't just focus on money. I should focus on being the best, and that's why I always advise people. People enter into tech space thinking they just want to make money. There is money there, but then you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work. So as I started the internship, there wasn't much for me to do. So when I started the first day, I was given a data. I was given a data to analyze. I was giving, I thought it's a tech firm. I told you guys it's a tech firm. So they gave me a data of their student database. They gave me access to their student database. I had their student info, even the social media engagement info. So they wanted me to analyze it. That was how I knew that thinking you know something and doing that thing, they are two different things. Like after after your class, or let me say after your data analysis class, you think, oh, you're ready, you're ready. It's not the same thing as doing it, though. It's not the same thing as practicing it. That was when I knew. And I'm like, okay, they gave it to me to do. I used Power BI then, because at that moment I didn't really like Excel, because in my class Excel was just, it was just a lot for me. It was, I couldn't understand Excel very well. That's just the truth. So I preferred Power BI. So I used Power BI at that moment. So guys, it took me a week. It took me a week to even know what to do. I was like, I finished the first dashboard. I showed it to them. I was like, no, 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 this is not it. I had to start over again. I was like, guy. I'm like, wow, I didn't know this is how this is. Oh, like I had to start doing research. I had to start watching videos, and this is what I wanted exactly. I wanted to put myself in a place, in a system that would push me to always learn. And trust me, that step I took has made me grow so fast. I know so many persons that enter into this field, 1 year, 2 year, they haven't gotten a job, and they eventually leave it, right? But because of I put myself in that system, it really helped me. And so I had to start doing research. I had to start watching videos to even know what to do. I was so confused. So finally I was able to do what I could do, and I presented it, and it was finally accepted. So that was my first project. That was my first project. I was happy. But I found that, so does that mean you can do the same things with all three tools? Yes, you can. You can analyze that with Excel, Power BI, SQL, Python. It only depends on what you are doing. If you are doing a simple report, like maybe sales report, you can use Excel, right? And there's a number of columns. There's a number of rows that Excel don't take. Excel cannot take more than 1,048,000. Thank you, Treasure Michael. Thank you. So Excel cannot take more than, I think, 1,048,000 rows. So when you have large data sets, you use Power BI, right? And you know the tools are just, they are all important, and you can use them in different situations. If you want to know more about that, I think I made a video on it in my channel, so you can just go through them to know more about that. So and after the first project, I found out that, guy, I don't know this is very well. Like I thought I knew it. I was very confident, but I did not. I had a lot to learn. At that moment, I didn't even know DAX in Power BI. I didn't even understand the formulas in Excel. So that was when I started learning. So I didn't always have a project to work on, right? So any other time I'm not working on a project, what I do is I did yeah, welcome, Treasure. So what I did was social media management. So I was managing their social media also. So I was basically managing their social media. Then whenever they want me to analyze their data, I did. So I did that for, I think, for some months. I did that for some months, and then for all of a sudden, when did you think about creating your YouTube channel about data analytics? I think it was I think after 1 year, after a year of me being into the field, I started my YouTube channel after a year. I even wish I did earlier, actually. I advise anyone to start a YouTube channel. You can start and just teach what you know. You don't need to know everything. Trust me, people here, people on YouTube, they don't know everything. Nobody knows everything. And most times, it also helps you because you'll be learning to give out. You learn it just like you're learning in public, right? Like you're building in public. Okay. Even if you just finish learning, okay, you just learned formulas in Excel. Sometimes when I learn something new, I do a video on it on YouTube. When I learn something new, I do a video on it on YouTube. That teaching helps you solidify what you know. Teaching helps you solidify what you know. So as you explain it, you even get to understand more than you thought you did. So if you learn something new, you can create a video on it and teach it, right? So you're not assuming you're the best. You're not assuming that you know everything, but you're learning and you're teaching. You teaching, you doing videos on it helps you. As it helps other people to learn from you, so it helps you know that thing more, know it very well, help you to understand it more. That's what I got to understand. Me teaching continually helped me understand many concepts more. right? So you can start anytime. Honestly, you can. And this channel, this YouTube channel have really helped me. Like, God, maybe that will be another day. We'll talk about that. Though. That will be another day. We'll talk about that. So if you just learned data analysis, right, and you've not yet gotten a job, hmm, start the YouTube channel. Start the YouTube channel. I advise you. It's another way of making money. It's another way of selling yourself online. When people know that, oh, see what you are doing, they know that, oh, you can do this, they can employ you. Do you know how many, I can't count how many jobs I've gotten from YouTube? Like, people chat me up from YouTube to give me jobs. A lot of it. Like, so if you have not gotten a job, instead of sitting down there, applying to jobs on LinkedIn, start a YouTube channel. Just teach what you know, and also it will always help you to keep learning, because if you don't know what to video you can put up again, you just have to learn something. Sometimes I will do new projects so that I can post, I can upload it on YouTube. Sometimes I have to just keep learning so that I can always have something to always give out. So just create a system around you that always keep you on your toes to keep learning. So I'm always, thank you for your insight tonight. They are encouraging. I'm very happy that they're encouraging to you, Deborah. I'm very happy they're encouraging to you. So guys, that's it. YouTube helps you as a creator and also help others, right? So that's it. That's it. So as I was saying, as I started an internship, I knew that I found out that I had a lot to learn. I had a lot of things to learn. So what I did was I had to start learning. I had to start learning. I had to start learning. I had to now pay for courses. So when I started, I didn't pay for course. I just applied for a scholarship, but I had to start pay. I had to pay for a course, right? I think a course on SQL and Python. I had to pay for a course. So I paid for a course. I started going through the course. I started learning. Started doing projects. I had goals every week. What I was doing that every week, at least I work on one project. Every week, work on one project. So I started taking my LinkedIn seriously. I was posting on LinkedIn. If I work on a project every week, I post it, and I had to document my project. I had to find out how to create. Okay, I just said to this go take us on YouTube and want to create a YouTube channel, but I'm a bit fear of the camera. So, well, if you are scared of the camera, you don't have to show your face. You don't have to. You don't have to show your face. You can just screen record yourself teaching, and you don't have to put your face there. I have videos on that. Sometimes when I'm very busy, like keeping up with this channel is not so easy because I'm very, very busy, and it's even getting worse day by day. So sometimes when I'm so busy and I cannot just set up camera and all these things, I just do a video. I screen record my my PC as I'm teaching, right? As I'm explaining things, and I put it up there. And I have a friend that started a YouTube channel. She doesn't show her face. She just screen records her video and post it there. So it can start from there. So with time, you start getting more free, start getting more comfortable showing your face. But even though you don't, just start with that. As long as you are teaching people things, right, and they understand it well, they always watch your video. People watch your video, even though they're not seeing your face. I knew when I was when I go through videos on YouTube, if I'm looking for a problem, if I'm looking for a solution to a problem, I don't care about whether your face is there. When I search for that thing on YouTube, if I see a video, I click on it. If I see that you are giving me solution to my problem, I watch it. Even if the video is not professional, even if the video is not, the lighting is not good, or as long as you are giving solution to my problem, I watch it to get solution to my problem. That is it. So you can start from there. You don't need to always put your face there. So that's it. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, so you can also learn and also give out what you are learning. So there's nothing wrong with learning and giving out. There's nothing wrong with learning and making videos on it. It's just like you're teaching yourself, right? Just like you're teaching yourself. It also always help you to always be on your toes, to always learn. Because in this field, you always have to learn. You cannot just be stagnant. You cannot just know what you knew before. You have to always learn. Like, I have to always learn. I'm actually doing like 2 courses now. 2 courses. I'm in a one mentorship course, and I'm also doing 2 courses. Now, like, you always have to learn. You always have to learn because there's so many things to learn. There's so many things everyone still needs to know, right? So as I was doing the internship, after some months, almost a year, then the data analyst instructor in the tech firm I was doing internship in resigned. Abi he was fired. I don't even know. Sha, he resigned, and I was given the job to become the new data analyst instructor. So you guys should clap for me, congratulate me. Congratulate me. So I was given the job to become the next instructor, and that was how I started. So I was very scared. I was like, I felt I wasn't ready. I felt like I didn't know what to even teach. Like I wasn't so sure of myself. Thank you. Thank you. So I wasn't so sure of myself. I wasn't so sure. Like I just started. I felt like I still had a lot to learn. Thank you guys. I felt like I still had a lot to learn. So I was like, what am I going to do? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? But then I knew that along as I knew that I knew that I can do it. I knew that it would take a lot of time, it would take a lot of work, but I knew it was possible. I knew it was possible. I was scared. My first class I was really scared. Like I was like, are these even getting what I'm saying? Like, am I even making sense? So I had to continue. I went through a lot. I won't forget, I went through a lot. Most times I have to be awake during the night watching videos, building projects, practicing, building my curriculum, building my so that I can teach people. Like it was a lot. It was a physical class, not online. It was a physical class. So and then you know that people that come for these classes are not just you even get mamas and papas, people that are older than you, professors, people that are so high, like I was kind of intimidated at some point. I used to be intimidated, but then I started teaching. I had to do a lot of study that period. I almost gave up. I almost gave up. I almost one day I was trying to learn something and it was just giving me headache. I tried and tried. I wasn't getting it. It was just so stressed. I was just so stressed. What came to my mind is just send a test to your HR and tell the person I'm not doing again. I quit. Thank you for the opportunity, and pack my bag and go. That was what came to me. I wanted to just do that. I wanted to pack my bag and go and just tell them thank you so much for the opportunity, but I cannot do this. I'm like, God. And then another thought came to me. The next thought was just try your best, give it your all. I had to say, okay, no problem. I said, I can do this. So that determination helped me. I was not able to be able to, I think it was SQL, a code that was just stressful. I just did not know what to do. I couldn't get the correct code. So thank God I was not able to get it. And after that first set, the next cohort was easier. The next cohort much easier and very very much easier. And as it was going on, I was becoming more confident. I already had my curriculum, I already had my classes, I already had everything in check. So I wasn't scared anymore and everything. I wasn't scared anymore and everything. So guys, that's my story. And that's how I started teaching. From there I started applying for other jobs, right? I didn't want to just teach. I didn't want just one income, right? I wanted more. So I started applying for other jobs. So I was not juggling like two jobs together. And then after some time, and I started my YouTube channel. Treasure, why are you laughing? Thank you so much, Emmanuel. Thank you. So guys, it's not easy. It wasn't easy at all. It wasn't easy. It wasn't easy. So that's why I'm passionate about teaching. I'm passionate about teaching people data analysis because I knew that it helped me grow. It helped me grow. It helped me to grow a lot, like times 100. It helped me to grow a lot, and I'm still learning. I learn every day, every single day. right now. So I hope this is encouraging you guys, right? It's encouraging you. That's why I tell people, if you want to strive in this field, you have to be dog-headed. Oh. You have to. You have to put yourself out there. Oh. You have to put yourself out there, guys. Like that's why I tell people, even on LinkedIn, I have to take. I don't know if I mentioned it. Do you currently do remote jobs? Yes, yes, I do. Yes, I do. But currently, I don't have one. But the one I got was a contract. It was a contract. So after the contract was over, I'm still applying for more anyway. So I took courses. So hey, you didn't hear when I mentioned that I took courses. YouTube is just maybe if I am struggling with something, I'll just check. I advise people take courses. So because YouTube will not give you the full thing you need to know as a data analyst. YouTube will just go straight to the point most times. How to analyze data, how to clean data. It's not tell you the process that gets involved in data analysis. Like it won't tell you the processes, right, that you need. It won't give you the full. Okay, I started learning Python on YouTube. I started learning Python on YouTube, and I struggled. Okay, all right. So I okay, Deborah. So I started learning Python on YouTube, right? And I struggled a lot. I struggled till I applied for a course. I paid for a course on Python. These YouTube videos, they just go straight. I think YouTube is better for people that maybe you're already taking a course and then you're struggling with a concept. You cannot go to YouTube to expatiate it for you. But I don't advise you to just become a data analyst. Exactly. It won't give you hands-on experience. And you don't have anyone to ask. What if you get stuck? Yeah, data camp is also very good. I also use data camp to learn Python. Data camp is very good treasure. Very, very good. Yes, data camp. If you can afford it, you can. I think there's a time that data camp gave us scholarship. I think last month or so. Data camp is also very, very good. So, but apart from that, if you can get someone that you can always ask questions to, because it can get very difficult. Maybe you meet, you're working on something and you have questions. I don't have anyone to ask because I'm watching a YouTube channel. And you know those people, those YouTubers, they don't really answer your questions in in the comment section, so you just be confused. So that's why I advise people, if you cannot afford a course, you can start with YouTube. But when you can, please pay for a course. It will just make your journey easier. Can't ask anybody. It will make your journey easier. This one is not that anyone is looking for money. Just make your journey easier. Ask anybody and they will tell you. Really. Yes, yes, yes. If you know that, yes, it's way better. Yes, depends on what you. There's some persons that they struggle with online learning, or maybe like data can recorded videos you can just go through. Like people prefer. Some people prefer live classes. Like I also have live classes. Right, I have live classes. Like we meet 2 times in a week, and we'll do our classes. And that one too is better because as you are being taught, you can ask questions, you can practice, you can ask questions, right? So you just have to find out what works for you. Find out what works for you. Some people are very good with pre-recorded courses. For me, I don't like pre-recorded courses. I don't like pre-recorded courses. It's either a live online class or a physical class, because I want to see you doing and I'm practicing. I can ask questions. It makes the learning process very fast. It makes it fast. It makes it very, very fast. So if you want to get a job, hmm, the fastest way I advise, just like I said, yes, self-paced is not easy. It's not. It's not. You can just have one excuse or the other and you end up not finishing it. I started a lot and I didn't finish. I didn't finish it. I didn't finish. So, Deborah, you're asking about how to you've been applying for jobs. What I advise people to do is, as you're applying for jobs, also look for internship. I don't know where you are. I don't know where you are, Deborah. I don't know if you're in Nigeria. I don't know if you are outside Nigeria. I don't know where you stay, but there are tech companies around. That's what I'm saying. In this field, if you want to strive, you have to be bold. You have to be courageous. You can send out email, right? Selling yourself, telling them what you do, telling them what data analysis can. There might be companies that don't even know what data analysis is. There might be companies that don't know what data analysis is. They don't know what it can offer them. So you can write an email, sell yourself to them, tell them what you can do, write a proposal, send to them, or you can go physically and submit proposals to companies, right? Or you can even apply for internship too, for companies that accept interns. Or you can submit proposal. You have to go out there. Go out there. Okay, you're in Nigeria, good. Any state you are in Nigeria, look for tech firms around you, right? Go and apply for internship. Start from there, because nobody want to employ you when you don't have any work experience. It's more difficult. It's not that it's not possible. It will take you more time to get a job with that work experience. But if you have applied for internship, right, you have work experience, it's easier for you. So focus on getting an internship. Send a proposal to companies around you, or go and submit one proposal to a tech firm around you. Trust me, that will just make it easy for you. It will make it easy for you. Most times when they take you as an intern, they are likely to retain you. If you do well, they are likely to retain you. And that's how I was able to get a job. So many people, they learn, after learning the skill, they just stay back and start applying for jobs. You have to go out there. You have to go out there. You have to go out. You are welcome, Deborah. You have to go out there and do something. Okay, so I take courses from IBM, Introduction to Object Analysis, but it's a lot of blah blah. Some of these courses, I don't know if they're. I've not taken course on IBM anyway. I plan on doing that just for a certificate, but I don't know how it is. But I just hope it has hands-on experience, like hands-on practice, like projects. But the one I've taken is Coursera, the Google Data Analysis course, and it was mostly on theoretical parts and less practical. It was mostly theoretical parts and less practical. So it was good though. I was able to learn some terms I needed to know. There was also practicals, but they don't much. So I don't really know about IBM. I really do not know about IBM. So guys, this is my story. How I transition from a tailor, a fashion designer to a data analyst. So I don't know if you guys have any question for me, so that I can answer your question and then we end for today. Okay, from Coursera. Oh, okay, exactly. Now I understand why you said it's blah blah blah. It's a lot of blah blah blah. It's a lot of theory. It's a lot of reading. Yes. It's a lot of reading. They do more on theory than practical. But they have practical though, but I feel like it's 80% theory and 20% practical. But there is you need it to just go through the theories. You need the concept. They need to understand it. So when you start the practical aspects, it will help you. So I prefer practical learning. Yeah, it's also practical learning is also important, but theory, it's good to learn theory, then you learn practical. Bringing it together will make it easier than learning practical and you don't know so much on the theory. I joined the live feed. I didn't meet the story. Yeah. No problem, Chioma. You can go through it. It's recorded. You can go through it in my channel. You can go through the story in my channel. Great story. Thank you. I can't wait to hear people's story. I would like to hear your story one day when you share your story on how you finally got your first job. You're welcome, Chioma. You're welcome. So I don't know if you have any more questions. So guys, that's it though. So you have to always learn. You have to keep learning. So even if you don't have a job yet, just keep learning. Keep building projects. Did you try freelance? Yeah, I did. But it was a contract that's ended. Yeah. So for those that have not been able to get jobs, just keep learning, keep building projects, build reasonable projects. What some people do is that they just build maybe a project on football. You try to be free. I'm a freelancer. I work as a freelancer too. Just that currently I don't have any freelance jobs, right? Because the last one was just on a contract, so I'm looking for more. Yeah, so those that have not yet gotten it, just keep working on projects. Work on project that solve business problems. Work on project that solve business problem. Work on real life projects. Work on real life projects and post on LinkedIn. Post everywhere. Twitter. You will be noticed, and recruiters will reach out to you. So they will, if you keep building yourself, keep putting your projects out there, recruiters will reach out to you. People will be reaching out to you, no longer you going to reach out to them. So if you have not yet gotten a job, build yourself. Learn, and show people what you are learning. Show people what you can do. People will start reaching out to you. Recruiter will start reaching out to you. Trust me. Start reaching out. So don't be discouraged. Don't think it's not possible. Just building yourself. Put yourself out there. Put yourself on LinkedIn. Put yourself on Twitter. You see that people will get people, recruiters will reach out to you, and build reasonable projects, please. Don't go be building project on football or social media. Build project that can solve business problems. Build projects. What do one post on LinkedIn and Twitter, please? I tend to be confused about it. Okay, on LinkedIn you can talk about your projects. You can talk about your project on LinkedIn. As I said, talk about your project. If you are building on any project, talk about it. Okay, today I worked on this project. Okay, today I learned this. Just talk about where if you are learning something, talk about it on LinkedIn. If you work on a project, talk about it on LinkedIn. Right? Twitter, the same thing. Talk about what you are learning. Talk about what you are doing. Please, why don't try a group to teach people about? I have a group of FIFA. I have a community, right? And I'm even currently running a free boot camp. We did it yesterday. I'm currently running a free Excel boot camp. It started yesterday. It's going to run throughout this month, every Saturday throughout this month. So go to any of my videos on YouTube, go to the description. You're going to see my community link, right? Join my community and you can chat me up privately if you have anything to discuss with me. Okay? So guys, I think we'll be ending our live here. We'll see you next time. It was nice talking with you guys. It was nice. This was fun. It was fun. So look out for my videos. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please do so and watch out for my video this week. I post at least 2 videos every week, and live broadcast during the weekends. So guys, it was nice having you all. Thank you for your time.